Welcome back to Pokemon Moon. They'll be going to the fire trial now, everyone's most favorite one because it's silly.
Oh, you see, this is one thing I like about Sun and Moon is that you actually have a variety of fire types to catch, which is like
Unlike Gen 4.
honestly, unlike Gen 4, Gen 3, even Gen 5 doesn't really have a ton. Well, no, Gen 5 does better than
Gen 1. Gen 1. Gen
Yeah,
1.
you don't get a fire type in Gen 1 until
Vulpix or Growlithe.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just have a question. Does anyone in the real world wear those wide-ass summer hats with sunglasses on them? Sunglasses that I should mention, you couldn't possibly get down over your eyes with a hat like that.
in the Pokemon world they do.
Also,
They're probably
Volcano...
also Phoebes.
When you step out of your echo chamber, Lewis, open your eyes. People wear those hats all the time.
Volcano Park has surpassed my expectations, by the way, by allowing civilians to walk next to a molten pile of, glowing red rocks, which I'm pretty sure in the real world would kill you.
This
Tour
wor-
buses
this
are trying.
world
The
lets-
tour buses just. Sorry, go on.
This world lets 10-year-olds walk around with dragons, okay? Like,
Yeah, well, at least the dragon doesn't kill you by proximity. I'm sorry.
Well, no, you just have the tour bus going around. To your left, you'll see Anakin Skywalker riding in pain, and to your right, you'll see Gollum just being drowned in lava.
I mean, this isn't fucking Hawaii. This is Mustafar. Just with a little bit of grass here and there. But
My favorite generation. You got Pokemon Mustafar and Pokemon Alderaan. Your guess as to which one lasts longer.
so you get the Jar Jar Binks in one version as the exclusive and the Porgs as the exclusive in the other version.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I'd rather stab my eyes.
that tangent reminded me. By the time this goes up, Last Jedi will be up, and I'll have seen it.
Yep.
Can't believe Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father.
Can't believe Luke actually killed Chewbacca.
If Luke actually does end up killing Chewbacca, I'm gonna smack you.
Nah, Chewbacca's gonna live because he's like the one old school character that they can keep around and switch actors.
But he's also
with.
extremely marketable.
Well, yeah, but he's also like they can keep him. They can keep him in the movies. So if they kill him,
Can we
they're
keep him?
insane.
Yeah, anybody can.
Well, because he technically doesn't have an actor. He's just a guy in a suit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they can keep R2 and Chewbacca until the end of time because of that.
I mean, like even Darth Vader loses some of his effect when the right guy isn't voicing him. So, like, this is their one. Like, apart from the droids, and well, even C-3PO has the voice problem. So, okay. So what's going on with the?
You have to
Spot
find
The difference.
You got to spot the difference.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty simple.
So that's the reason for an NSYNC performance. Okay.
Oh, it gets better.
Ain't no lie, baby. Bye, bye, bye.
I don't recall NSYNC ever spinning around a lot of fire batons.
Oh,
you know,
you
the
haven't
thing
been
I'm
to the
thinking
concerts
of-
yet. They're great live.
The thing I'm thinking of is actually the wacky dance number that the guy students from the guy school do in the Goblet of Fire movie, which made the two other schools a guy school and a girl school for some reason.
Yeah. I do really like Alola Marowak, though. Partially because it's like the first time Marowak has actually been a viable Pokemon, too. Which is weird because I think like with the right... You can get it the Lightning Rod ability, which makes it immune to electricity. So you basically get all of the benefits of being ground type, but also being fire and ghost at the same time. Which
Okay,
is
so
pretty
they
cool.
froze in position, but one of them blinked.
Yeah, basically.
Spot the difference.
Yeah, fuck challenge.
Where did
Come, my hiker.
where did he come from?
Alola.
He's just been hanging around here. What's also great is if you play Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, there's a side quest where Kiyoe wants the hiker to be the next trial captain. And he's like, nah, brah, I just like taking pictures.
These panhandlers are getting out of hand.
Captain Butthead, our favorite Gen 1 Pokemon.
Or the video in Derek's review where he put the hiker's head on a pike.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Here it goes.
Double team, anybody?
They do one sand attack and suddenly you're going to miss every single time.
Yeah.
You know, I've always wanted to use Magmar during a playthrough, but you don't ever catch him until the very end of the game. And in this,
you'd have to like trade him over early on or something.
Yeah, and in this game, I think you can get Magmar if you SOS call, but that's a pain in the ass, and I'm not doing it. So instead, you can get Mag B, who doesn't evolve until level 30 and is bad until then. So no thanks, I'm good.
Okay.
Hiker!
I take back everything. Oh, you blinked, Hiker. Jesus. But, you know, like, I take back everything I said about Alola Pokemon, like, not being good. Just because
you can't lose this one.
There is no wrong answer.
Marowak,
But thou must.
Marowak is pretty badass looking, I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Salazzle, like, now one of the most difficult Pokemon to get shiny.
Wait, Salazzle? I thought this was Ridley.
No, this is Girl Ridley.
Kind of.
Yeah, so Salazzle is a Pokemon that can only be... this Pokemon evolves from a different Pokemon called Salandit, I think you pronounce it.
That has to be female to evolve.
But there's only a 1
like
in 6, I think.
Well, I think it's a 12% to 1 in 8.
So Salazzle's female only.
Yeah, Salazzle's
Yes.
female only, which makes it one of the most difficult Pokemon to get shiny, because you can like breed for a shiny Salandit, but there's only like a 1 in 6 to 1 in 8 chance of it actually being female and thus being able to evolve.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the Vespiquen problem all over again.
So, is there any particular logic for this Pokemon being...
There actually is. It's wonderful if you read the Pokedex entries. So, they talk about Salazzle having reverse harem. I'm not even joking. That's literally what they say in the Pokedex. And in Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, they say that the males can't evolve because they work so hard to please the females. They don't have the body strength available. They don't eat enough food to evolve. It's wonderful. Pokedex is fucked up.
You think that wouldn't
Pokedex
apply?
is always screwy.
You think that wouldn't apply to a trainer's Pokemon, but okay.
As you saw, I completely wrecked the Totem Pokemon by just using the super effective Z move right away.
I don't even remember what it calls for help with.
Well, Salandits, obviously. But I
Salandits,
think you can also call in Magmars.
Magmars? Okay, yeah.
But yeah, that's what the next number of trials is going to be. Get to the trial Pokemon, use your Z move, take it out in one shot.
Yeah, after Wishy-Washy, it's really... Well, I mean, if you let them call for help, sometimes they can be hard, but you just have to use your Z move and then you're fine.
Dude, this guy's got an 8-pack.
Oh yeah, he always, like, very serious about his dancing. If you
8-pack.
smell his bed, it's sweaty.
Okay?
You can smell
8-pack.
people's beds. I want to reaffirm that because that's not normal. Don't do that.
Neither is having.
Yeah, do you think on the top? You think the top are just pecs? No, that's just more abs, baby.
And congratulations, we now have Fly.
Yay! Finally, like this is the big one.
They gave you Fly in a reasonable amount of time for once.
You see, that's the big one. Is that like whenever you do HM slaves, it's just like you need something for Fly on you all the time. So
yeah. Well, they gave you all the damn movement options early on, all throughout, because we're part 13 and we already have essentially
Strength.
Rock Smash,
Surf, and Fly.
Surf and Fly.
yeah, I mean, and
which are like some of the biggest movement options in the entire series. So.
yeah, but I mean, granted, like we don't get the equivalents of strength, and like I don't even know what Mudsdale.
Till almost post game.
Yeah, till almost post game, but there's no like. Well, there's very few obligatory strength puzzles in this one, so, you know, that's cool, I guess.
Charizard, Fly!
Oh, and now you're finally able to go to Pokepelago, which is, like, legitimately the best part of the game. So...
Yeah.
Which we're not showing off, I'm assuming, because...
No, there's no need to.
Why are we going back to Route
What did
1?
you guys use? What did you guys use Pokepelago for?
I use all parts of it.
Besides beam farming? I use beam farming.
No, well...
Beam farming and a few other small things.
Well, you need to... Well, if you want to do post-game stuff, you use Pokepelago all the time, because you can get evolution stones for free, you can grow berries there, which is actually really important for certain things. You can go... you can level up EVs without having to actually train them. So instead of spending hours... leveling up your... okay. I thought we saw the
some
tile.
trainers.
I thought you... Okay. Yeah, so you can level up your EVs, like, overnight instead of having to do it, which is really, really, really helpful. You can level up happiness, but I actually don't like the way they do that in this game.
I'm sorry. The way you said that, like, my brain is slow because I'm sleepy. So when you said level up Eevees, I thought you meant the Pokemon Eevee.
Well,
and
you
not...
you can't. Well, you can technically do that too because it's basically the equivalent for the daycare for experience now, but nobody uses the daycare for.
Yeah, because you can have like 8 in there at once.
No, I'm just picturing a special archipelago island setting for players who just really like Eevee evolutions.
My hometown.
People can you can do that actually. Like you'll see all the little icons for the Pokemon running around on the islands. If you have nothing but Eevees in your box, the entire thing will be full of Eevees, and it's
yay! Hi, Chorus.
Oh, it's Internet Explorer. What are you doing here?
He prefers Edge.
You can't hide from me. Scooby-Doo comic. Let's see who you really were. Pulls up Edge. Internet Explorer.
Yeah, Colress
Flame Charge is actually a decent move.
Yeah, it is a pretty.
Also, he has 2 power gloves.
I just don't know why he's here. Like, he does.
Now I got the power, Z power.
He does a little bit more in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but in this game, it's just like, okay, we made a Colress model, so we're just gonna have him talk to you once, and then that's it. They do that with a lot of characters, actually. Like, a lot of Gen 5 characters, oddly enough. So, Gen 5 remake confirmed. We're just gonna skip Gen 4.
That's not going to happen.
We have this really cool character we made a model for, but now that we made a model for, we can't not have him in the game because that would mean we're wasting money, and Nintendo wouldn't like that.
Like, I mean, he was the best part of Black and White 2. His music's great.
Why the hell does this town have Mass Effect prefab colony trailers?
Oh,
This isn't a town. This is a route.
That's the Aether Foundation house thing, I think. Like, they go around and they help preserve Pokemon. So, like, if you go in there, in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, there's a little bit more visual detail throughout. You can see, like, Pokemon in cages, and they're trying to, like, feed them and stuff like that. So that's pretty neat, I guess.
Who's that?
Okay.
Just love to
I'm on a
raise
trip to find myself. Okay.
Overly paranoid trainers.
Hey, loser! Don't face me. I've got the high... Oh. Oops.
You know, that's...
I have the high ground paid DLC.
That's a cruel trick. Because, most of the time when you fight a trainer in the old Pokemon games, they wouldn't actually challenge you unless they could walk up to you after they saw you.
No, they changed that in Gen 6.
Yeah.
God forbid you get trainers that see through walls.
Yeah.
Trainer
detected commence attack.
What happened?
Are you a fucking robot?
I blinked.
Like, I think you don't even really have to fight any normal trainers in this game at all. After, like, the first handful of routes. You can skip almost all of them. Which, I mean... cool, I guess?
Are there, like, challenge runs, like, low level?
Well, obviously, people will make a Pokemon run for anything. But... it's just kind of, like, in the older games, there were usually at least a few trainers that you could not skip, no matter what. And I don't remember if Gen 6 was as easy to skip trainers in Gen 6. It probably wasn't, now that I'm thinking about it, because that game still technically worked on a grid. It was just that...
yeah, mostly, but...
yeah.
I could recall a few times where you had to fight trainers on the way to the route.
That doesn't really happen in this one at all. Like, I think there were a few in the first route, but... like...
well, how do you guys feel about that as a result of the scene at the park? Fuck it, leave you in suspense.
The world will never know our opinions on this.